Good evening. The word of the day is bull. Caleb and I were out feeding the cows today, and we've got a bull in the pasture that I borrowed, and he hadn't caused any problems, but he does try to push Caleb back a little bit when he's carrying a bucket of feed in there. I think he just wants to get to the feed, but I'm not sure. After we fed the cows, we were out there, walked over to a place where they were all passing by us to go to get some hay to make sure we could count them all, make sure we're there. All of them were there, and the bull just stopped and stared at us for a while. I think if I'd have got down and provoked him, he might have tried to mess with one of us. But we just kind of let him stand there and look at us, and he finally walked on. But it reminded me of a story from many years ago when my grandfather was a younger man and my uncles were young boys. One of the chores that they had to do was to go and milk the cows out at the barn every day. And they come in one day and said, "Dad, the bull's down there trying to get us." And he said, "Y'all just afraid of him." He said, "No, Pop," said, "he's coming out there pawing and bellowing and carrying on." And said, "He's trying to get us." So he went out the next day and he got the milk bucket and told them, said, "Y'all just stand back over there, let me see what he does." He took the bucket and started walking to the barn, and the bull started pawing and bellowing and shaking his head and trying to come for him. So he turned around and come back out of there. He said, "Go down there to the sawmill and bring me one of them oak 2x4s. He got out there and whittled him a couple hand holts on it and laid it down in the middle of the lot after they got done milking. The next morning he got the bucket and told them, said, "All right, boys, you stay right here." He walked out across the lot, and the bull come right up behind him, went to bellowing and pawing again. He eased over there to that 2x4, and when he reached down and got it, he come around with one swift motion and hit him right in the top of the head, buckled his knees, and knocked him right down on the ground. Old bull got up, come shaking his head and bellowing again. He knocked him down the second time. The third time the bull got up, he was pawing and digging, trying to get away from him, and he hit him right across the rump and knocked him down the third time. When he got up that time, he run down in the corner of the lot that was around the barn and stood down there and looked at my granddaddy like, "What do you want me to do now? Please just tell me and I'll do whatever you say." They never did have no more trouble out of that bull. Sometimes when you got a bull, you have to get his attention so that you can have a great day.